What's up, y'all? So it's almost been about 8 years since Whitney Houston passed away, and her ex-best friend Robyn Crawford has never said anything, okay? Now, we all know that the Houstons have their claws into Whitney's fortune so deep, honey. It's the gift that keeps on giving. However, Robyn has never said anything, even after the Houstons got on that movie in 2018 and slandered Robyn for filth, calling her a lesbian, calling her a bad influence. They said so much crap about Robyn and then reached out to the po child for a comment, and of course she didn't have a comment. So now fast forward to today, Robyn has her tell-all book on the way.
They were best friends, roommates as well, and rumors swirled for decades about whether they were also secretly lovers. Well, now Robyn Crawford is finally answering everything in a new memoir.
I watched her rise to the top of her game, and I felt compelled to share who that woman was behind all the fame.
Robyn Crawford was by Whitney's side every step of the way as rumors about them swirled. Everyone knows the tragic story of Whitney Houston, the superstar, but this is the story that no one else knows except you. Why share that story now?
I never envisioned speaking publicly about my life. And then I asked myself the question, what would Whitney want? Would she understand, the time is now?
For the very first time, Crawford is now opening up publicly about their relationship in her new book, A Song for You.
We were intimate on many levels. And all I can say is that it was very deep and we were very connected.
They first met when Whitney was just shy of 17, Crawford says. Soon, they were inseparable.
Early part of that friendship, it was physical.
Who knew about the romantic aspect of your relationship with her?
I would say no one. It was ours.
Crawford says their physical intimacy stopped before Houston became a star.
She said, I don't believe we should be physical anymore. The music business was a world that we were learning, and we didn't want anything to interfere with where she was going.
Were you sad? Were you angry? Were you disappointed?
I just felt that I wouldn't be losing much. I still loved her the same. And she loved me, and that was good enough.
They remained best friends and housemates for years, Crawford says, and she became Houston's closest confidant and point person. A lot of folks will see this and they'll probably ask, how do I know she's not making all this up?
I can't even get into that. I mean, some people may feel that way. Hopefully, they won't.
What's the family say about that?
Not much. The family has not responded to our request for comment. But it was a fascinating conversation. It's been a couple of hours with Robyn Crawford.
Did they remain close as Whitney's life was, kind of coming to an end?
No. In fact, when Whitney died, they had been estranged for a number of years. She was Whitney's creative director. That was her last official position. And when Bobby Brown came into the picture, Robyn was sort of forced out. She talks about that in the book as well, what led to that. She spends a fair amount of time talking about the addiction as well, the drug addiction, how that started. Whitney Houston was using cocaine at the age of 14. Robyn was using with her at some points on the road as well. And when Bobby Brown came along, she says that didn't help matters. But it's a fascinating read. There's also some interesting nuggets in there about Eddie Murphy. Whitney Houston and Eddie Murphy dated for a while, and on her wedding day to Bobby Brown, the phone rings and it's Eddie Murphy on the other end. So she talks a little bit about that conversation.
And Robyn was there?
Robyn was in the room helping Whitney get her wedding dress on. So we'll have much more of my conversation with Robyn Crawford in a special Dateline hour this Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. And Robyn Crawford will also join us live right here on Today, this coming Monday.
All right, great.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's do some quick math, okay? Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston got married in July of 1992, okay? 27 years ago. they got married. They divorced in 2007, okay? Nobody has ever heard anything of Robyn for 27 years. Now this movie comes out just last year, 2018, where they're going on and on and on about how bad of a person Robyn is. And then we have to put that Bobby Brown movie in the mix too. So all of this is happening about the same time, and Robyn's at home like, why are y'all bringing me up? Why am I such a big fixture in this woman's life when, one, y'all didn't like me at all. For two, it's been 27 years if I was really out of her life since 1992 when her and Bobby first got married. So if her name was being slandered all of 2016, 17, 18, I didn't even know Robyn even existed, okay? I didn't know she existed until I think it was the Bobby Brown movie. So she's sitting back and watching all of this slander, and she's like, well, I don't think that Whitney Houston would like that. That is why she said that when she was getting interviewed. She's like, I think that Whitney would want the story out how it really was, because her family is just calling them two, lesbians, two just lesbians who needed each other and wanted each other and blah, blah, blah. Y'all, it was really disgusting. Y'all got to go watch the Whitney movie to know what I'm talking about. On the other hand, people feel like Robyn betrayed the friendship, and I just don't feel that way, because I feel like the family first came and started like talking shit. Just basically what it is, the family came and started talking shit about her and Whitney's relationship about 2 years ago. This is true right here. So I feel like Robyn had to say something. People are like, oh, she ain't loyal. They ain't been friends for 27 years. Whitney's also been deceased for 7. So what loyalty? I don't think that people even focus that much on how Whitney's entire family are a bunch of disloyal, money-grubbing pigs. Her brother, her sister-in-law, Bobby Brown, everybody. You can say everybody betrayed her if you're going to sit up here and say that Robyn did. I mean, just a couple of years ago, wasn't Pat Houston talking shit about Chrissy? How you hating on 2 people that's dead, Pat? Anyway, when this movie first came out about 2 years ago, it was all over the news that people actually thought that it was wrong of the Houston family to put this movie out and to put information out about Robyn, because Robyn has since moved on with her life and she has kids. This was her past life when she was younger, and the shit is just, it's in bad taste.
Rumors about Whitney and Robyn have swirled for many years. Even Oprah brought up the rumors when she interviewed Whitney's mother, Sissy, 1 year after Whitney's death from a drug overdose in 2012.
Would it have bothered you if your daughter, Whitney, was gay?
Absolutely.
It would have bothered you?
Mm-hmm. Robyn's social media features a picture of her and her children. The fact that Robyn's relationship with Whitney is being explored in a documentary came under some heat today on The Talk.
I don't know if Robyn's sexuality is one way or the other, and let's say she is bisexual and doesn't want to be outed.
Right.
That's not fair to Robyn, who's still alive.
Right. I'm saying everybody.
There's that level too.
Now imagine keeping quiet about something 2 decades, almost 3 decades old, and then you're being forced to now talk about it because the family decides to exploit your name for films, a number of films and documentaries. Y'all, this shit is just messy. Honestly, I don't blame Robyn for coming out and telling her side, because the side that we've got now, I left that movie theater thinking that Robyn was not a good person. Thinking that Robyn was evil and vindictive. And that probably ain't even who the child is. So, that's all I'm going to say. What y'all think?